they gave their consent that they're happy to move up. And the about 38 families which the heads are farmers need to be resettled. They say that the farmers, they wanted to resettle, they wanted to have their houses done close to the Marichakadi or B239 main road. Ideas of displaced people living in India are not known. I have not found. So this is kind of a picturesque, artistic wave of the place right now. They have they lives in the thatch houses, and they are with just basics. Even I will call it. They are not really. They are not even basics. They do have. That's one reason that gave me initiatives to go ahead with this research. The civil population are considered the civil population in the area in this model village concept because it is a ethno-relative concept. I'll come into you, but these are the data available. Or I have found the people civil population in the northwestern area, and samples are taken out of these from the people as shown in these areas. The religion diversity also as shown on the screen. My samples are taken also from them. Ethnic diversity also, as said. The majority is Tamil, and then next to the Sinhala. Justification of the study: Molliculam had been a neglected area, as I said well before, and was subject to many subversive activities. There were initial villages in that area, but war compelled them to displace and scattered in adjacent villages and some to India. After establishing the pace, many wanted to come back, but I found that the infrastructure to begin their lives, the infrastructure was not enough, and these people need to be resettled. In fact, when I was writing it, but right now people have been already resettled, but they want a better life, they want a better village than what they are. That is why this concept of model village has arisen. This conceptual model village has visualized and proposed villages of Molliculam to be act as decision makers, partners and beneficiaries with multi-sectoral, multifunctional and integrated development to achieve the holistic and sustainable development backed up by futuristic and progressive skills, leading to higher levels of productivity and improvement on overall quality of life. That's improvement of life. In other words, I believe that this model village Molliculam will play a vital role because this concept I made not only for Molliculam, because I have developed the concept that is from ethnocentrism to the ethno-relativeness. I will explain it. If you read my paper, you will understand how we should move up from ethnocentrism to the ethno-relativeness, and then the sustainability. How a model village should be sustainable on economically as well as the environmental, economical, and the people-centric sustainability. And this is a model village where this need not to be into the location. It can, if the certain aspects that have been, principles that have been identified, if these were matching in any geographical area, this concept can be implemented too. This concept also designed and based on connecting, consulting and collaborating with all community members eligible to resettle in order to build and strengthen the community, because this community is not only one, it is a mixture of all. The ethno-relative community that I am going to consider, the study was done with segments of Tamil, Muslim, Sinhala, and also there was a Kafir group. That's a special group that particularly lives in those northwestern naval area. They are coming from African community, and there was a Boyer group. Boyers also I have found when I was doing my study. They're coming from the Orange country, and they were brought into Sri Lanka, rehabilitated because of the Boyer War. If you search on web, you find what are the Boyer Wars and how those were resettled in Sri Lanka. Some were resettled, mostly they were resettled in Putlam or northwestern area, and Diatalav, and also in western province, some Jaya, Khandana, and that area. So the boy community also we found in that. So this study we did for every, it was a mixture of everybody in equal participation, and the concept is making everybody live in one village. The methodology is pragmatic methodology to determine the most effective means of addressing the priority needs of the people. Though I said it's molecular Mosilavatra, this concept or this model village can be set into any place as far as the geographical requirement and basic needs satisfies of the principles of the concept. Primary objectives of the research study is to promote multiculturalism and cultural competent community partnership through ethno-relative model village concept. How the ethnocentrism, that's denial, defense and minimization. I don't have time to explain these concepts, but if you read my paper, you will understand. And then road to pace from denial to the integration, adaptation, acceptance, adaptation, and integration. That's what we finally going to talk about. And it's leading to the ethno-relativity, and where people living together with one community, one entity, promoting everybody's. It's difficult, but I know, but the concept also, my research study halfway gave me, so I didn't stand to understand that it's not easy. But anyway, I thought it should, and then did so. Objectives as shown are a little higher. There are three hypotheses I have structured, as shown, 1 plus and 2 null. Research findings, the Sri Lankan cultural trait, intercultural communication and effective behavior has significantly high impact on willingness on multiculturalism. That was one of the findings. Most of the sample tested has recognized the value in intercultural sensitivity. That's very important, going from ethnocentrism to the ethno-relativeness. Cultures in area where research had done confirms the value, equality and the ability to individual to have their opinions. That's intercultural communication, effective intercultural competent it was found that only 71% of the sample agreed that there is a possibility on the concept of model village. Others said no. But many, because as far as everything is fulfilled, they are all right. Only 50.6 of the sample is in the sense of intercultural sensitivity, because it's one of the most prominent. If you don't have intercultural sensitivity, it will never work. Personally, in research area, have prominent attitude of intercultural competence, because they were anyway used to be with in that area. People alone cannot live, one community cannot live, because adjacent areas, the dominant groups are of different kind. One side it was Tamil, in one side it was Muslim, and then there was another, the Sinhalese. So it is a scattered area, it was not concentrated areas of particular. So they have been used to live in an intercultural or multicultural society. The goals: promote economic growth in area, protect environment, strong community, and improve the quality of settlers' life was the concern of the research. Recommendations are shown in the screen. And concluding, this sustainable model village has been conceptually broken into 3 constituent parts: environmental sustainability, economic sustainability, and socio-political sustainability. The concept has developed to bring up those concluded 3 required positions, and this can be set not only into molecular but to anywhere else, as I'm repeating the same thing, because it's a concept. And this model village, my findings with that, if the proper analysis, it can be set to anywhere as far as the basic principles are satisfied. Thank you very much for listening.